What is going on, guys? SageArtz here, and we are back for another What If video. I told you I'd have one ready for you every Thursday, and here it is. I appreciate all the people who checked out part 5 last week. For series returning after 6 months, the response was actually really great, and we are still chasing that 10k, so make sure you subscribe and turn on those notifications so you never miss an upload, and let's get right into the video. Where we last left off in this story, after the team battle exercise, Bakugo encountered an unknown man in the street on his way home from school. This meeting, which at first seemed like mere coincidence, would end up turning into a full-scale fight between Bakugo and the man, causing damage to the city. But the final words of the man just before his departure would end up letting the young hero know this wouldn't be the last time their two paths would cross, and also that the villains were planning something big for the superhuman society. And while all these events were happening with Bakugo, back at UA, Deku had just left Recovery Girl's room and was heading home, but he had a feeling of uneasiness he just couldn't shake. Deku was thinking about the battle he had earlier with Bakugo and how he still needed to get stronger, but there was something else that was just giving him a weird vibe. After staring at his hands while deep in thought, Deku started to smell something. It was the scent of something being burnt. He looked to the sky to see a massive black cloud of smoke northeast of his direction. Deku quickly reached into his pocket to try and get his phone to call for help, but he forgot that he hadn't charged it the night before and left it at home. Deku thinks to himself and realizes he has two decisions he can make in this situation. A, he could run back to school and try to get some help, or B, he could run to the scene and check it out. Deku thought to himself fiercely, it would take roughly 5 minutes to get back to school, if he used full cowling even less than that. And where the incident was taking place was just around the corner, so he would reach there first in terms of both scenarios. Deku says to himself, this is bad. The right thing to do would be to go back and get help, but someone can need my help right now. The time it takes for me to get help may have been all I need to save a life. I've only just started at UA, I haven't even got my license yet, so using my quirk without permission, I'll definitely get in trouble. But there's no time to think about that. It's my duty as a hero to save those in need. Green lightning envelops Deku as he activates his full cowling and dashes to the scene. On his way, he tells the civilians to call for help and get the heroes or the police, but the civilians pay him little notice. Deku, as he's rushing to the scene, doesn't have time to address the civilians' ignorance, so he keeps running towards the smoke, and he sees more and more people coming from the area, but just like the others, they aren't in a panic. They're just walking as if nothing has happened. Deku turns the corner hastily and comes to a halt. He takes 2 steps backwards as his eyes are in disbelief as to what he's seeing right now. His breathing becomes uneven as he gasps desperately for air. Deku sees a young man covered in scars surrounded by blue flames standing in front of him. Deku looks on in shock as he sees a lifeless All Might at the man's feet and starts questioning what's happening. Deku says this can't be real. I just saw All Might like an hour ago, at school. What's going on? Did he get captured? There's no way this is real. The All Might I know will never be defeated by anyone. He saves everyone with a smile. He's the strongest hero in the world. He's the symbol of peace. There's no way he could ever be defeated. Deku closes his eyes in an attempt to calm down and gain control of his emotions. He tells himself that this is the result of someone's quirk. This must be an illusion. Maybe that's why when I was coming over here, nobody seemed to take notice of the smoke, and that's why nobody was panicking. It's all good, everything is fine. Deku opens his eyes again to see that nothing has changed. Deku, fully believing this can't be happening, says to the man, you can't fool me with your tricks. The man lets out a menacing grin and says, tricks? What are you talking about, boy? Or should I say Midoriya? Deku screams, how do you know my name? The man says, I know everything about you. I know about how you were quirkless up until a few years ago. I know about you and All Might's relationship as student and master. I even know about One for All. Upon hearing the name of the secret that Deku had been holding close to his heart for all these years, he begins to shake in disbelief, due to all the truths being exposed right in front of him. Deku says to himself once again, there's no way this could be happening. The only people who knew were me and All Might. There's no way anyone else could know. Is it possible that? Deku's words cut off due to the realization of All Might's death becoming more and more obvious. Deku leaps forward in a blinding rage, causing him to surpass his current speed and power in full cowling, to the point where he's roughly using about 20%. The man swerves out of the way of the attack as Deku stands over All Might's body. The man says, I've completed my mission. You can confirm his death if you want, it makes no difference to me, as the man fades into the smoke. Deku's hands shake frantically as he reaches for his master's lifeless body, hoping that by a miracle he will wake up. But unfortunately that wouldn't be the case for our young hero. Deku begins to cry once he realizes All Might, his idol, the man he looked up to and his master, was dead. Memories flood into Deku's mind of All Might and all the times they spent together, and how he told him that day that he could become the #1 hero, causing Deku to fall unconscious and collapse on the floor due to the shock. Shortly after all the events that happened, we see Aizawa discover Deku's unconscious body outside the main entrance to the school, saying, "What's going on here, Midoriya? Wake up, wake up." We see the young man covered in scars roughly 1 kilometer away from where Aizawa finds Deku lying, walking the streets with one of his accomplices. He says to his ally, "Dude, that's a real nasty quirk you've got there. I've heard the stories, but for the kid to fall unconscious like that, that's really messed up." The unknown ally says, "We have a job to do. Yeah, it's brutal, but we don't get paid to mess around." And for the kid, he's just unlucky. It could have been anyone. He was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. The orders the two villains had received prior to the events was to attack one of the UA students while nobody was around, just in order to shake things up a bit and show how flawed society is. That a school like UA was able to allow their student to get attacked so easily, it would definitely show them in a negative light in terms of the public. And for the details of the man's quirk that Deku fell victim to, his quirk is called Nightmare Teller. His quirk allows him to emit a gas from his body that goes around 2 meters in every direction, and once someone inhales it, their worst nightmares come true. He can also include a person of his choice to partake in the nightmare telling, hence why the man with the scars was present in Deku's nightmare. And the worst part about it is that it feels completely real. While Deku was heading home, he inhaled some of the gas unknowingly, causing him to believe there was a massive incident going on and that All Might had died and that his secret wormhole had been revealed. In other words, a few of his greatest fears. The only downside to this quirk is that it can be used once a day and the user cannot see what happens in the nightmare the target experiences. The man says, "Well, we've done our part." This will definitely make the heroes go into action. 2 UA students being attacked in the same day, piece by piece the heroes will crumble. This is only the beginning. And the video ends there. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts down below and let's try and hit 100 likes on this video. We didn't hit the like goal last time, but remember, if we hit the goal, I might just release a part early or maybe 2 in the same week, but that depends on you guys. If you are new or if you've been watching my videos and haven't subscribed yet, make sure to subscribe. We are aiming for 10k subscribers by the time the last episode of My Hero Academia Season 4 drops, and I'm trying my hardest and I really appreciate your support. Also, make sure to turn on notifications so you don't miss an upload. And a little side note for my Demon Slayer fans, I got something pretty cool I'm working on in terms of videos for the series, so keep an eye out. I can't say when it will be dropping, but it will definitely be soon and it's going to be amazing. But yeah guys, thanks for watching the video and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.